Hey everyone, Anthony Morgan's Training Academy. Today's a little bit about elbows. And elbows, everybody teaches elbows. But does everybody teach elbows on variety, different locations? Okay. Now, as you know, if a lot of times if I'm supporting the back of the head and I come through and I elbow like this, okay. Now, that elbow is a great elbow, but a lot of times if I have my hand here, sometimes my elbow will be here, here, into the side, okay? So as you watch it, see it's here, into the side. Now, that elbow can be for the shoulder, it can be for the collarbone. I can come down here and hit on the collarbone. A lot of times I'm going to rake up underneath the chin here, okay? Catch that underneath the chin with the elbow. If my back is turned to him, I can backhand elbow here. I can come up underneath here and catch under the chin. Now, I can also take into the ribs. The elbow is just not for striking the head. You can strike the inside of the thigh. You can strike when the kick comes in. You know, if the kick comes in, I cradle the foot and I drop the elbow on it, which is really painful. Sometimes I will elbow the hip joint, and but you have to get past the point of thinking that the elbows are just for headshots, because a lot of times if the guy throws a punch and I take that and I elbow that punch coming in, okay. Now I can elbow the punch coming in. I can elbow the tricep or the bicep along that same line. Now, sometimes coming on the top of the head, if I come down the top of the head here, it's very effective. If somebody's moving up behind me and I elbow here, okay, I can elbow into here, okay, I can raise up on that elbow here, okay. A lot of times if I'm covering here, if somebody throws a punch and I cover here, I will spear elbow into the body. So play with your elbows more than just going, okay, when I come in here for clinch and I go elbow, okay, elbow, okay. Think about all the other targets that you have. Maybe breaking the collarbone, okay, maybe breaking the shoulder blade, maybe taking that bicep out, okay, taking that fist that comes through, okay. Now, when the fist comes through, I don't always direct the fist to the elbow, okay. Sometimes I may, if the fingers are down, I may raise that elbow to catch the fingers. Anything that comes in, knees works really good on elbowing the knees. You guys that got good stomachs, it's not going to be a great thing to elbow the stomach. But start thinking about different locations to put that elbow in, and don't just step out there and say, okay, I'm just going to throw an elbow, because it's not just about throwing elbows. It's about identifying the target that you're going to elbow. Okay, you only have one little area here that you're gonna elbow, and so looking at the collarbone, looking at the tip of the chin, looking at the um, um, cheekbone. Okay, looking at the temple. Start working all these details so that you can get familiar on where to elbow, because and sometimes if I hit somebody with my fist, okay, I may break a knuckle, and their teeth may cut my knuckle. The elbow is one of the hardest bones in the body, and so doing damage to it, it's not going to be the easiest thing. So isolate your targets, maybe here, okay, maybe here. Find your targets and train on those targets, instead of just saying, oh, I'm going to throw an elbow. Where are you throwing the elbow to? Okay, and that's what sometimes aggravates me about just throwing an elbow. Well, it's like just shooting a gun. Okay, well, where are you shooting a gun? Do you have target acquisition? Is the target moving? You can't just say, well, just throw an elbow. Well, throw an elbow to where? Okay, so you have to have target acquisition, so you know exactly what damage you're going to do when you throw that elbow. And so keep that in mind, and I hope this helps you, and I'll see you on the next video.